Yo,
Donnie boy.
yo,
Hey.
what's good?
Just saw you like 2 minutes ago. That was
That's
awesome.
true.
That is true. All right, everybody who's going to listen to this, probably on YouTube, but possibly tonight, welcome to another episode of Slasher Stereo, starring Donnie Boy.
Gang, gang.
And I'm Fat Matt. It is good to be here as always. Once again, we are deployed at the moment. So we're doing the best with the resources that we have if the internet goes down, which it typically does, but that's okay. We'll try and get it in. So tonight, we have an awesome movie to talk about. We're going to talk about Prom Night, the original from 1980. They did remake it in 2008, if I'm not mistaken. We could watch that one eventually. I'm trying to get in my little soundproofed sleeping bag here. That's what I use to soundproof. So cool. So
Yeah, because I definitely heard
so
someone yelling in the background.
yeah, that's Bula. He gets mad at video games. So all right, you want to get into Prom Night?
Like an aviation female came out of the guy.
No, it's making me sad we don't have anyone listening.
No, that's all right. People will join in. Who cares? It's gonna go up on YouTube later anyway.
We have a listener. Okay, so,
The
um,
plot of Prom Night, 1980.
okay, so basically, there's a movie, Prom Night, and the kids are playing, hide and go seek in an abandoned
Yeah.
building, and they're
Yep.
chanting, "The killer is coming! The killer is coming!"
Oh yeah, that's
And
what they do. It's
three,
it's it's like it's like hide and go seek, but it's more like manhunt because they all go look together after they find each person. I would say.
right after you get tagged, you have to join in on finding the other kids.
Yeah.
So, there were three other kids walking from school, uh, siblings and then a friend. The friend forgot the book, and the little girl goes to play the game, and the brother tells her
No, no,
not
no.
to,
They were
but she
all
goes
they were
play.
all siblings. Yeah, they were all
Oh
siblings.
yeah, they were siblings. That's
Yeah,
right.
they all three
They
of them
were.
were
All three of them were
brothers, and there were
siblings.
two sisters and a
Two
brother.
sisters and one
And
brother. Right.
yeah, because the one
So,
yeah.
so she left, and then um the little
the the
sister, she
the
went to go play.
yeah, she was trying to go play with the other kids that were playing hide and go seek.
Yeah. So then she goes, she plays, and they bully her.
Yeah, I
And
know.
that
That
was
was
so
that was
sad.
messed up. That was sad. Um,
The way
because
they
they
were
started
pushing
coming
her
at her.
around.
Yeah, yeah. Little kids are mean. Pretty awful.
Obviously, she was shy because she had like a stutter problem.
Oh, that's right. She couldn't get the words out, and she was getting so
Yeah.
scared when they came at her. Like they just kept chanting, "The killer's coming," and scaring her, and
Yeah.
they scared
Cornered
they
her
scared her.
basically.
Yeah, exactly, and they scared her so much that well, she
She fell out of the
she took
window and died.
exactly. She fell out of a window and cut her neck on the big piece of glass. Ugh.
Yeah, yikes. And she was only what? 10? 10 years old.
She was 10. Yes, yeah, they were all 10.
That's really sad.
That's Yeah, that's awful. I hate seeing kids die in movies, man. That is like I think everybody does pretty much, but it's like a bigger
Yeah, of
impact
course.
for some reason when it's a child. Um,
Yeah, because no one wants to see that. That's super
yeah.
sad. It's tragic.
So then the rest of the kids, they might have been like 10, 11
Fifth
years
grade.
old. Yeah, cuz then it's 6 years later.
Yeah.
Um and I guess they're at their senior prom. It's supposed to be a senior prom, maybe. Yeah, it says yeah, they're all high school seniors. So,
I don't get that time skip though. That the math doesn't add up.
they yeah, it doesn't add up too much cuz nobody's really like 16 at their senior prom. So maybe the other kids were like 11 and she was younger. She was
Yeah.
10. Yeah. So that's kind of what I think it was. Um
Well, yeah. Anyway, they go to prom. Well, no, actually, they
Yeah,
all were
there's a
like,
lot that happens in between.
Wendy told them, was like, hey, look, we're all just gonna leave. We weren't here, basically, and left this little
Oh,
girl.
that's yeah. So yeah, that's right. The one girl who was kind of the leader of the pack was like, "Hey, if we tell anybody about this, we're all going to go to prison. So nobody tell anybody about this." Um, and the you there, Donnie?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It was like skipping around for a minute. Um, yeah, and the one little girl like freaked out. She was like, "I don't want to go to jail." She started crying. What was her name? Judy.
Yeah.
Judy, right? So there's sorry. So
Yeah,
there's
Judy.
Wendy, who was like the ringleader. There's Judy. There's Nikki. He was the boy, right? And then,
Yeah.
uh, and then so then it's 6 years later, and you see the brother and sister who were walking home from school with their other younger sister, and you see them grown up a little bit more grown up. I guess they're seniors in high school now. Um, oh boy, what was and the brother's name was Alex,
Yes,
and then
Alex.
you have Jamie Lee Curtis, who
Kim was her name.
yes, Kim, thank you. Oh my goodness, yeah, yeah. Uh, you see them like grown up now, and they're kind of just going through the motions of school. It's about to be prom, and um, Wendy's ex. So Wendy, I guess, grew up and started dating Nick, right? Nikki.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Nikki tried breaking up with her, but she wasn't taking no for an answer. So then he started dating Kim, and Wendy had a big problem with that. So she started trying to set him up, or set, I guess, yes, I guess like set him up, like mess with him. She got that super like scary Italian dude. Which so like in movies, I feel like it's always the Italian guy who's like the villain, the guy with the monobrow, and he's like big beefy guy. Like and as an Italian person, it's kind of sucks. It's like yo, and like
As an
in like
Italian.
yeah, well like my family's like extremely Italian, and like it is funny like in every Batman movie or comic or like really any comic book, there's always like these Italians that are like they're like the main bad guys, you know. There's always
That's
bad
true.
Italians or mobsters and stuff, and like a lot of these movies, so it's always like, all right, Maroni, get your ass over here, because the kid the so there's like the bully in school basically, and he wanted to date Kim.
Yeah,
That's
he
right.
wanted
So
Kim.
he had a thing for Kim, who's Jamie Lee Curtis's character, and the girl Wendy, she wasn't over Nikki, so they both like tried to come up with plans to fuck both of them over. Um, so anywho, what we didn't talk about was um, earlier. They keep flashing back to the scene of the little girl dying,
Her
and the
name was
cops are trying to.
Robin.
Yes, I'm sorry, of Robin dying, and they uh, they keep the cops keep bringing up this guy who was a sex offender that had been caught before, and he was out now. He was out of prison, and they
He
think he was
escaped.
responsible. Exactly. They think he got out of prison originally just for doing his time, and they thought it was him. So then they locked him up again, and they ended up they chased him in a car chase, and he crashed and he lit on fire. Remember? And then
Yeah,
they
he was
put him
like
in an
really burned up.
yeah. So they put him in a psychiatric ward, and then he escaped 6 years later. On their prom night, coincidentally. So the cops think it's him again.
Right.
So anyway, they think it's him coming around because there's who I can't remember. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, sorry, I hit a button with my finger. Um, so yeah, I know. Today's a little. It's just been a weird day.
That's true.
So anyway, So I can't. Who's the first to die? Because this movie builds up a lot. I mean, it's an excellent film in my opinion. Like the cinematography is really really good. So really really well done. Low budget movie. It was only a $1.5 million movie, I think. And it was the top grossing horror film of that year. So anyway, the first to die
Um.
is Kelly. Kelly is the she's like I guess like her friends call her a prude and stuff. Like her boyfriend really wants to sleep with her, and she's like she's not ready for it.
Oh yeah.
And um,
She
boy,
gets her
I
throat
feel like we're
slit.
skipping. Yeah, that's right. So I
Well,
feel like we skipped
actually,
over a
no.
lot of stuff.
So okay, so here's what we skipped. Sorry, guys. The nurse got killed first. Remember, she's the first kill.
Oh, so the nurse to the guy that escaped the psychiatric ward, the who was the sex offender back 6 years prior. When he escaped, he killed the nurse. So then they think, oh, okay, this guy is probably he's probably coming into town. Be on the lookout. So then,
Right.
um,
Exactly.
you see this really bad feud going on still between Kim, who's she was like the ringleader back in the day, who told everybody not to tell, and you see it between and Jamie Lee Curtis's character, who's the sister of the girl that died. Now
Mm-hmm.
the sister of the girl that died, Jamie Lee Curtis's character, um, Kim, she has no idea. She thinks that her sister was killed by the sex offender as well. She thinks she has no clue that it was an accidental death, but when they were all like little kids. Um, so anyway, there's this feud going on. Wendy is a real jerk, and uh, I guess Kelly. We get to prom night basically, and Kim's been like preparing this whole dance, and this is 1980, so like disco was still huge. It was coming out of the 70s, and in the early 80s, disco was still like a huge thing. So she's been like
Mm-hmm.
preparing this like extremely over the top like disco dance and stuff. And she's pretty good. Like she practices after school and stuff. And yeah, I know. Remember we
She
thought
was
when she stepped
super
on that
into it.
stage. Yeah, but you remember when we thought we were like, is she about to tap dance right now? Because she like
Oh
stomped
yeah, because she was like
on the
stomping on the
dance floor.
floor. I was like,
Dude,
please tell me she's about to tap dance. Like, what the fuck?
that was
And then she
hilarious.
starts dancing, and she could not dance, but it got better on the actual prom night when she danced. It looked really
Oh
good.
yeah. Oh, she was amazing. So yeah, that's really how the night starts off. Everybody goes to prom. Nothing bad happens yet to anybody. Like I said, the movie builds up, which is actually kind of cool because normally in a lot of lower budget slasher movies, it's kind of just tits and blood the whole movie, which is also good, but this one was really well done. So they have this like dance off sort of where Kim, Jamie Lee Curtis's character, and the guy that she's romantically involved with, the guy who plays Nicky, uh, they're like doing this like rad dance, and they're all everybody's watching and clapping for them and stuff. So anyway, so then the girl Kelly, she goes off with her boyfriend into a locker room, and they start making out, and he takes her top off, and she's
Yeah.
finally like, I just can't, I can't go through with it, and he goes, well, if you can't, I know plenty that can, and he just leaves her
Right.
there with her dress off, and
He was
she's yelling at
so
him.
rude to her.
I know, I felt really bad for her.
But you know
She
what?
just
You forgot to tell about, remember when they were in the locker room and the mirror broke,
oh, that's
and
right.
a piece of the mirror was taken,
Yeah, that's right.
and everyone, well, Kelly was like freaking out about that. And so then after she was with her boyfriend and he left her, she was in the what was it, the gym, I guess? Where was she
No,
at?
no, they went back to the locker room.
Well, yeah, so in the locker room, and after he had left, she's really sad, getting dressed and stuff. She turns around, and we see the glass shard, right?
That's
And
right.
he slits her neck with the glass shard.
Yeah, that's right. When she, but it was a really